Well, good morning, everybody. I am at one of my favorite places. I'm at the thrift store. I have some static going on in my hair. Definitely still some winter dryness around, but we are slowly creeping toward spring and warmer temperatures. So I'm in the process of building my spring capsule wardrobe. If you're new around here, I have started doing Project 333. That's where you wear the same 33 pieces of clothing for 3 months and then you rotate them out season by season. So I have a few pieces that I'm specifically searching for, things that I've found inspiration from on Pinterest. So first I'm going to take you through and show you kind of some of my inspiration for spring, and then we're going to go in and see what we find. You never know at the thrift store. You never know what you're going to find. You never know if there's going to be treasures or if it's going to be a bust. But hey, let's just do it together. So when I first go to my Pinterest and go to my style pin board, I have little sections within that for each season. So I just wanted to show you my spring capsule. I don't have a ton of pictures in here, but there are a few specific pieces like a linen button down or just some sort of cream white button down in general that's a short sleeve. That's something that I am wanting to add to my capsule fairly soon. So as you look down the capsule, I hope that this feels like spring. I hope that the colors and the textures and the layering really kind of conveys that spring feel. So there are some specific things that I want in here, and some of these are really just, I like the overall vibe. So this is an example of a spring capsule wardrobe, and I like how you can see the feature colors at the top, and then it goes through each specific piece and kind of shows everything all laid out. I've been really inspired by these olive pants. I like that they are not a baggy cargo pant, but they're also not super tight, and they've got that little bit of a wide leg. I found these at Old Navy. They are similar, and I've considered getting them, but they're not quite what that first picture is. So anyway, that's something that I have found. This picture at the top right is another one that I just love all of the pieces together. I love a ruffle sleeve top. I love how each of these pieces are classic and they stand on their own. So this bag is great. The shoes are great. I love, like I said, a ruffle sleeve, and then I always love a straw bag in the summer. So each of these things stand out on their own, and then putting them together makes a really great outfit. I really like how this cardigan sort of serves as a top more than an open cardigan, so that's something that I'm looking for. Again, this one kind of has the short cardigan, but they've thrown a shirt underneath it, and I really like that cardigan look, but I also really love these loafers with the little tassels. I have worn mules that have tassels, but I've never had a pair of loafers, and I think that they look really nice. Again, if we continue to scroll down, this picture is one that I like everything. I like the top and bottom, but there are that same inspiration of the loafers. These have a little kind of buckle detail instead of the tassels, but it's that same color and that same feel. I really like the blue and white stripe button up, and so that is one specific piece that I want to add to my capsule. And again, here's another example of wearing that blue and white button up type of look. I think this looks really chic and really fun. And of course, here's just an example of, as a primarily light spring, here are some colors that generally should look good on me. I'm specifically excited to try that kind of yellow color, either one of those shades, and the yellow green for summer and spring. The last thing that I wanted to show, I was inspired by this shoe capsule, my capsule shoe collection, because I do think that shoes are such an important part, and I think it's nice to see all of them laid out together. Well, hello, we are in the dressing room, and I thought I would just give you a quick peek at some of the pieces that I really liked and that I might take home with me. And then later on, I'll show you a couple that maybe didn't work out and talk through why. Anytime that I go in the dressing room, I really try to be realistic, and I try to look at how the piece is fitting me and how I feel in it. So these white pair of pants were a perfect example. I really liked them, but then I also felt a little self-conscious in this area, and I'm showing you how I wish it looked, but then I'm showing you the reality of how it looks. These shorts, I kind of dealt with the same thing. I thought this little flower detail was just really fun and playful, but the fabric was quite thin, and so I ended up feeling kind of a little self-conscious with this area. So these ultimately I did not get, and that was the reason. And then I always love gingham, and I thought that this was a good idea. Actually, it was very comfortable and it fit me very well, but the way that the fabric came together where the legs met, I just thought it was like not super flattering, and it was just kind of okay. So I didn't bring this one home. And completely unrelated to my clothing haul, I saw this dress form, and I have no use for it. I have nowhere to put it. But I thought that it was really beautiful and I wanted to share it. All right, so we are back. I have my clothes here. I spent a total of $22. I tried on 10 items. 3 of them did not work, and I chose to get 7 of them. So doing our math there, I spent a little over $3 per item, including tax. So I really don't think that that's too bad. And again, love shopping at my local thrift store because of the selection, but also because those prices are really hard to beat. All right, so we're gonna go through and try these on and just talk a little about each one. All right, so the first one is this pair of pants. These are the only pants that I bought on the trip. Historically, I have an easier time finding tops secondhand than I do pants. But these are Old Navy. Let me take this off. These are Old Navy, and they're actually a boyfriend fit, which sometimes I don't do because they're normally low rise, but these hit right at my belly button. They're very comfortable. I almost didn't buy them, you saw in the store, because I was a little self-conscious about this area, but I think that they look fine. They feel super comfortable. They hit at a good spot. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I got these for $3. All right, you guys will have to let me know your thoughts on the top. If you saw my last thrift haul, you know that I bought this, and this is not something I normally wear. This is not a color I normally wear, and I wasn't really sure how to feel about it, but I've worn it around today. Listen, regardless of if the color looks good or not, it is very comfortable. I've worn it tucked, and I've also worn it longer, more casual, and I don't know. I've said this before, I know I have, but I just want to reiterate, I am not any sort of authority on clothing or this looks super good on me. I try to find things that I feel like look good and feel good, and sometimes I get it right and sometimes I kind of miss the mark, and that's just life. All right, so as we go through this haul, you're going to see a color theme. That was not intentional. You saw that my inspiration, I had some other definite colors, and like I said, with the thrift store, you just never know what you're going to find. So you're gonna see a very oatmeal cream beige kind of color theme here, and we're just gonna go with it. For the purpose of this haul, we're just gonna keep the same white pants on for everything. All right, this is a Kim Rogers Perfectly Soft, and I love a good medium to lightweight tee. This is buildable. I can dress it up, I can dress it down, I can tuck it, I can leave it long. It's a good color for me. It's kind of like a tan camel color. So I can add color to it, or I can leave it, pretty neutral like this. And it really is perfectly soft. They named it really well. So it's a very good basic. I like the way that it fits. I don't like my t-shirts too tight. I like them to have some flow to them. So yes, very happy with this one. All right, this next thing was maybe the first thing that I picked up. If you guys watched my January thrift haul, then you might remember that I thrifted a skirt that was the brand Orvis. And I had never heard of that brand, but several of you told me that it was really good quality. So this is also Orvis, and it is not really a jacket. It's pretty thin, but it's just a little layering piece, and it has these really great elbow patches, and then it has buttons on this side, and then leather button things. What do you call these? Anyway, how you fasten it. I love it. When I film in this room, everything seems to come off a little more cool toned than it actually is in real life. So just know that everything you see is slightly warmer in real life, slightly warmer toned. But I think that this is so pretty, and I think I'm probably gonna put it in my fall capsule. I just think it's one of those pieces where the details are really well thought out. And it's very soft. It does have pockets. So again, well thought out details. So yeah, really happy to find this one. All right, similar but different here. We're going with a cardigan. This is Christopher and Banks. And in some of my pins, I have seen a cardigan like this. Obviously you can wear it as a cardigan, but also kind of worn on its own as a top. So I'm gonna put it on this way first. Still very cute. I think because of the length of this would work really well with spring dresses as just like an extra layer, but it's not too bulky and it's kind of cropped a little bit. But let me show you what it looks like on its own. All right, so this is kind of what I'm talking about. Could button the top, but I think I like the top one unbuttoned. Yeah, either way is fine, but I think I like it better maybe with the top one unbuttoned. But it pulls slightly, but not overly. So yeah, I really like it. It fits well. It's soft. It's comfortable. So yeah. I am a lot like you. I fight that little voice inside my head a lot when I am in the dressing room or I am getting dressed. I'm looking at my imperfections and I'm thinking about how this particular thing looked on a model or in an inspiration picture. Oftentimes I'm thinking, well, it's not gonna look like that on me because that's not my body shape. And you know, I just want you to know that I fight all of those thoughts. Having a capsule wardrobe where I already love the pieces in the wardrobe helps me so much. It helps me when I go to my closet and I think I've already made a decided choice that this looks good on me and I feel good in it. So I just have to lean into that. If I have those little voices in my head that start nagging at me, I just need to say, stop that. All right, I told you we had a color theme here. This is just a really good basic. One of my favorite things to get at the thrift store is basic t-shirts. So I just thought this one was fun. Again, same thing. You can wear it different ways, style it different ways. It's very soft. I don't know what more to say. It's a good t-shirt. It feels like it's been taken care of. It feels like it's only, you know, been worn a couple of times. This will probably be in my spring summer capsule. The one before will also be in my spring capsule. And then I think that Orvis one will go to the fall. All right, these last two are a little less in that beige family. They are still light, but they are a little less that specific color. So this one, I hope it's picking up on camera. It's white and it's got some very pale green stripes. And I thought tucked into some denim shorts that this would be very pretty for summer. It is cropped, but it's not overly cropped. You know, it's slightly, but not more than I'm, you know, comfortable with. I was on the fence about this one because it has a little bit of makeup staining and it's a little bit dingy. But I do know from life experience that that could just be from someone trying it on. Secondly, I recently bought a book that I'm so excited about, and it's all about caring for your laundry in natural ways. I found this lady on Instagram. Her name is Nancy Birtwhistle. You'll have to let me know if you have heard of her before, but I bought one of her books and she is so wise. And she really, as soon as I saw her videos, I thought she lives the way that I live and she cares for her things the way that I want to. So you can search by topic in the book. It's not just about laundry. It's all about cleaning and home care tasks. So for example, if you have deodorant staining or buildup, or if you have dingy whites, or if you have odor in your clothes, anyway, you can go to the index and search by that topic. So I was really on the fence about this. I was like, I don't know if I should. It's like slightly dingy, and I thought I'm gonna get it and use it as a way to try out some of those techniques. Specifically the kind of like dingy, but apart from it being a little bit dingy, I think it's fun. I think that the sleeves, you know, being a little longer, it's just kind of fun and relaxed, and it definitely says summer to me. I think that this will pair really well with gold jewelry. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of think I need a little like short gold necklace here maybe. I'm not usually that much of a necklace person. I'm more of an earring person, but I do have Hang on, let's try one on. I think I have one. Well, dash it all. I think that they might be in my husband's car. I'm not sure where they are. But anyway, I think I have one or two little short necklaces here that I could try that I think would kind of pop against the green. All right, and lastly, one of the colors that I'm wanting to wear in the spring is yellow. I'm really excited to incorporate some yellow. Honestly, my daughter has this yellow and white gingham like outfit, and I wish that I had it in my size because it's so cute. But anyway, I found this and I thought it was fun. So this is what it looks like. I do have something that's floral that's similar to this, but it's in a blue, and I just thought the yellow was fun. I would probably tuck it, but I don't have to. I could wear it out. I just feel like this is so springy and summery. I think the brand is Max Studio, which, if I'm thinking correctly, I think that's like a TJ Maxx Marshalls kind of thing. Oh, hang on a second. It's just a cold, chilly spring day, but it's gonna get warm later. So we put on the cardigan. Look how fun. Ta-da! I'm really happy. This looks really nice, I think. Yeah, that's fun. I think this is a perfect example of the building blocks for an outfit. Someone asked me recently in the comments about building an outfit, and I think the first step is starting with each individual piece being something that feels good, as in like the material feels good on your body. Also something that you think you feel good in, like it looks good on you. And then you can start to kind of build things together. Your outfit is only going to be as good as the pieces that make that outfit up. So if I begin an outfit but I don't like the top, or if I add a layer and I think it's not feeling good, it's frumpy, it's not my color, then that's really gonna be hard to make a good outfit. But if you start out with something that fits well, that is good material, that looks good on you, that you have taken care of, all of those things are things that really go into making a good outfit. For me, it is less about what is current and what is trendy, and it's more about how do I feel. I think that's the guiding principle to everything I wear is how do I feel in this? Getting compliments is nice. Validation is nice. I really am a words of affirmation person. But whenever I start out with clothing that I like, I don't need the validation. It's nice. I like being complimented, but I don't have to have it because I feel good in what I'm wearing from the start. Okay, well there is all of the unsolicited advice, the advice that you did not ask for, but I gave it to you anyway. Honestly, it looks pretty with the Orvis one too. I think I could throw this over anything though and it would feel good. This has a very similar color and feel to my sweater that I've kind of adopted as a house coat. This one was thrifted, I don't know, a while ago, several years ago at this point maybe. And I started wearing it around the house, and now I just keep it on the doorknob all the time, and it is my house coat basically. It is perfectly chunky, it has pockets, it has no tag, so I don't know what the brand is, but oftentimes Andy will sit in my lap and I will wrap her up in it. It's just a really great cardigan. All right, so now that I have tried everything on, I'm gonna turn all of these inside out and I'm gonna go stick them in the wash. Someone asked me also recently, how do you get that smell out of your clothing? Our local thrift store just has kind of a smell. I think vinegar is probably the best way to do that, and that's something I've started doing in the rinse cycle anyway. Just add a half cup to a cup of vinegar per rinse cycle. It does not make your clothes smell like vinegar, but it will kind of work to take any odors out. All right, so these clothes are all headed to the wash, and then I'm going to divvy them up into which capsules they go in. All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming along. I hope that you enjoyed this little thrift haul and kind of shop with me and try on with me. I hope that you can have fun with your wardrobe, and I hope that you really enjoy getting dressed as we are coming into a new season. If you like this video and you would like more, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you in the next one.